Hi, I'm Seth Livingston. I'm a senior mechanical engineering student at Mines, graduating in May, and here are the two blades that I made this semester. For blade one, we went with more of a classic Bowie knife design. I didn't change a ton from the design other than the file work you see here on the top, which is a modified version of the vine that we were taught. I made sure to incorporate the false edge, as well as ended with a satin finish and a butcher's block conditioned wood. The materials were obtained from Steel Dynamics Incorporated, which is O1 tool steel at about 60 HRC. And then the wood is walnut, maple, and cherry from a local wood shop that had some scrap wood for us. Overall, I'm proud with how the knife turned out, and I was able to get most scratches out except for a couple here on the ends and some decarb marks that were hard to eliminate that were closer to the handle of the blade. This is a custom leather sheath that I made for the knife itself. I designed it to have a belt loop so that it can feed into the back of the waist of the person wearing it, as well as just to be a little bit larger so that it could be for other knives as well. The primary lesson that I learned going from blade 1 to blade 2 is more just the effort that it takes. There wasn't anything major in particular other than the surface finish issues that I had to take from blade 1 that I directly applied to blade 2, but the effort and the overall process of producing the blades was directly translatable. Blade 2 is an Indian Haledi that I chose to do because of the recurved nature of the blades. It's traditionally used by the Rajput nobles, more as ceremonial, but also for close quarters attack, which is why it has the double end, double beveled, and is extremely sharp. Because of that, I chose to steel that would polish well, given I would work up to a polish later on. It's CPM Magna Cut. It's a hardness of HRC about 62, and then I used brass bolsters on either side that I ended up milling out and then grinding, sanding, and polishing, as well as buffalo horn for a little taste of Colorado. Some of the issues I ran into along the way, the buffalo horn really wants to warp given a dry climate, and it probably came from a very humid one. So I've had issues with cracking on the handle itself along the seam, as well as I initially wanted to CNC the bolsters so they would be exact and very symmetrical, but that didn't pan out, so I needed to grind them. I'm proud with how they turned out, and they polished very well, but I did have issues with the lineup, both on the blade side as well as on the scale side. I really did learn a lot making this blade, primarily the difficulty of working with CPM Magna Cut, as well as with a blade that has such extreme geometry. I'm very proud of how the bevels turned out and very proud of other things, while at the same time, I do wish that I would have been able to align them to be recurved instead of going the same direction, as well as been able to work out more of the surface finish scratches and work on the handle for longer. All in all, I'm very proud of the blade. I'm very thankful for the ability to take this course, so thank you to Dr. Bourne for letting me take it as a mechanical engineer. Thank you to SDI for the steel for blade 1 and Alpha Knife Steel for being able to purchase the steel for blade 2, and thank you so much.